Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. Continuing the main scenario quest. What is the next problem? Because I'm sure there's going to be a next problem. Still, how's it going? The next task? Let's discuss it. The word will already have reached Maelstrom Command. Protocol requires that a representative of our order inform the High Commander of the mission's success. The honor is rightfully yours, Arctic. Once again, I must commend you on a job well done. We shall speak again soon. Okay. Speak with the commander. Back over here in Limsa. So, not the next thing just yet. This is just still turning in the previous Titan situation. That's okay. Let's get over here. Lower decks, then potentially another teleport. Probably gonna be something closer. If we could access the in the city shards, that'd be super convenient. Just another teleport to another spot. Upper decks. Over here. F-castle. Okay. There we go. Well, that's where we need to be. Okay. Left sanctuary, entered sanctuary, left sanctuary, entered sanctuary. Teleports. Yep, let's go. If we try to run, it's not going to work. So that's to load in everything, even though it spent all that time loading in everything. It's a system. Alright. Thank you for coming, Isaac. Word of your triumph reached me some while ago. I'm pleased to have it personally confirmed. First, Ifrit, and now Titan. Truly, when I think of your achievements, I feel the loss of the Warriors of Light less keenly. And there can be no greater compliment than that. You and your order are heroes. The people of Limsa are forever in your debt. To relay the details of your report to the Admiral forthwith. To send my regards to the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Everybody else is clapping. Yay. Message. Arctic, this is Minfilia. Y'shtola has informed me of your success. You've won a great victory for the people of Eorzea, one that shall not be forgotten. And what is more, both you and Y'shtola emerged from Hogomoro unscathed. Why, Tatru and the others seemed as glad of that as they did of Titan's fall. You can look forward to a hero's welcome. We'll be waiting your return at the Waking Sands. There's much to discuss. Godspeed. Okay. Return to the Waking Sands. So we got all these tickets for. Very nice. Got all these potions. Helpful. Not really. Okay. I wonder if it's going to be straight into another primal situation, or just some other thing first. This would be kind of a back and forth. Although we also just keep adding in grinds on different classes and all that. We're just going to keep going with the main quest for right now. 50 and 47 here for these. Anyways. Low awakening savings. Still things we don't have the levels for. Definitely getting up there, though. Especially on just the bard here. Oh, 42. Oh! Oh. Oh. The music also agrees. Things are not great. What was it? Everyone is it. Everything's smashed in here. Oh, some of the things are smashed. Anybody? Anybody here? Could all be sleeping. Let's hope for a little bit here. Alright, here's even more. Enter the solar. Yes. Alright. There's Neuraxia. This one is glad. Walking one is safe. Oh, vision time. Maybe memories even. That could work. I can work with that. Some information about what happened here. My goodness.
We'll be awaiting your return at the Waking Sands. There is much to discuss. Godspeed. Thank heavens he is safe. Louisoix, do you see? Your light shines brightly in this one, and in time, it will illuminate the realm once more. Oh!
Advance no further!
We have come for the one who slayed Ifrit and Titan.
Good thing we're not here.
Bring him forth, or you shall know no mercy.
Via Sans Junius. Nice statue. Oh boy.
Confound it. Stay out of sight. I would leave a message with you. I surrender myself on the condition you spare the innocents.
Conditions? There speaks the Supreme Sire. I'll grant you have courage, but you would be better served by armor.
Search all you will. The one you seek is not here.
So it would seem.
And yet you knew to look here. But how?
Hold that thought.
That worked.
No!
Oh,
Conditions of surrender. Denied.
Cease at once!
Have you not done enough?
Perhaps. Enough. We must away. Though we have not found our quarry, the High Priestess of the Scions should suffice for now. They say she also possesses the Echo. I cannot wait to hear her scream. I said enough! We leave. Bring the prisoners.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Walking one, Minfilia. Ask this one to, got a message? Something? In case Walking One returned, this one was to say, at church in Eastern Thanalan, Walking One must claim sanctuary. This one tried to protect Walking One Minfilia from Imperial ones. No good. Forgive this one. Save. Yeah. It was not the most well-defended base, was it? Yeah. Okay. Seek shelter at the Church of St. Hama Landama. I'll probably just get out of here. ASAP. To Camp Drybone. Church right there? Okay. I mean, that is also not very well guarded. Well, they had a very powerful gun, so would anything have really helped? That is the question. We got more than just primal problems. That's for sure. Alright. Let us run for our lives. Let's see here. I mean, I feel like this is more going to be bringing the problems up to here with us more than anything, but it's probably gonna be fine. Hey. Something troubling you, my son. The look of one who has endured great suffering. Is there anything I can do to help? Anything at all, you need only ask. What will you say? May I have sinned? Curse my father. On divine vengeance on those who butchered my friends. The wild roses are dead, father. I know not what to do. We'll go down. The wild roses. I see. We speak freely here. We're all friends of the Scions. Well, we'll see about that. The situation is dire, indeed. How could this have happened? And you are certain that Minfilia was among those taken by the Garleans? Yep. Had a whole vision and everything. Let's pray no further harm comes to them. You may stay here for as long as you wish. It's the least I can do for a friend of Minfilia's. I have known her since she was but a child. Well do I recall the day of our first meeting. Swore then to do everything in my power to support her. I will gladly offer the self-same service to her brother and sister Scions. So please, no matter what you require, you need not hesitate to ask. Keys, would you come here for a moment? Yes, father? require assistance, pray speak with Marquise. He's a trifle shy, but I assure you he means well. Should explain, he's a survivor of the Battle of Cartano. Alas, his experiences took a terrible toll on his mind. Had we not taken him into our care, he would surely have perished in the desert. Marquise, I want you to look after Arctic. Do you understand? Yes, Father. So we do the whole memory thing there. Get some more information. Probably not. Alright. Achievement unlocked. Let's wait. Complete the main scenario quest. That one. There you go. Okay. So he has a quest for us. Look on the map here. 35, 35, 35, 35. Lots going on here. These were not here previously. 41, 41. This has potentially unlocked a wide variety of additional quests here. Which is interesting. What level is the main quest at this point now? 35. It's kind of catching up. I don't know. Let's take the next main quest here. See if it ever is going to require doing other things. See what the situation is. This is a personal request to make of you. Sure. Excuse me, Arctic. Do you have a moment? So there's this broken horloge which was found in the pocket of a man brought here for burial. There's something familiar about it, just what I cannot say. As if I tinker with the device, it will come to me. However, I lack the proper tools to do so. I ask you to journey to Camp Drybone, in my stead, to obtain a bull-point chisel and a pair of needle-nose pincers. They're often used by goldsmiths, so perhaps they would be the best people to ask. Of course, I do not expect you to foot the bill. Here, take this coin purse. That should cover it. Okay. And the weighty coin purse to the traveling goldsmith down in camp. Okay. Let's go. Yeah. So this gives, if this is going to be a similar situation other places, this could give us more level appropriate quests. Well, not quite level appropriate since we're level 42, but more stuff to at least work with for leveling up other classes and stuff. Traveling goldsmith. A bull-point chisel, you say? And a pair of needle-nose pincers. Those things don't come cheap, you know. Money. Weighty coin purse. Small yet heavy leather sack, containing, presumably, roughly the amount of gil needed to purchase the tools required by Marquise. Any surplus coin would be considered commission owed to whichever party in the transaction is bright enough to claim it as their own. Paul's balls. I mean, yes, that should be a sufficient payment. I assume business with you. It was he. He was the one smart enough to take the extra. That's alright. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of things unlocked by continuing the main scenario quest. Very good. Except for everyone being dead. Not so good. Clearly, we were getting to a point there. Anyways, we're back. Are the tools I requested? Yep. Bull-point chisel. Like carpenter's chisel, which have flat heads, the bull-point chisel is a pointed one used by expert goldsmiths to perforate soft metals. And the needle-nose pincers was often employed by goldsmiths or clockwork engineers to seize and manipulate minuscule pieces of wire. That'll do. What are we gonna do with these, though? Something occurs to me. Please wait here for a moment. Waiting. We're back. It was for naught. Though I repaired the device easily, the sensation that stirs within me remains a mystery. But how? How did I do it? These hands, my hands, they moved with a mind of their own, deftly manipulating the clockwork mechanisms. There was no doubt or uncertainty, knew exactly what to do, so I performed the same motions countless times before. Pardon me, this was a mistake. Please give the horloge to Sister Eluned. The man who once owned it is currently in her care. I think it best that it be returned to him. That's some amnesia going on. That's alright. Okay. So say here. Good morning to you, sir. Can I pay respects to this man? Not quite. Got his thing. It's repaired now. With some manner of clockwork wizardry, this strange contraption can precisely measure and follow the 24 bells in a single turn of the sun. There you go. Never before have I seen such a queer device. You say that it measures the passing of time. Good stuff. Mayhap they're more common in Gulamad. I'm given to understand that its cities are filled with all manner of amazing technologies. He has said that it belonged to the deceased. Oh dear. I don't suppose that the owner might have been a Carlian spy. It may behoove us to notify the authorities in Camp Drybone. But, mayhap more importantly, Hierarchy's managed to repair this device. He had a talent for the trades. This goes far beyond mending fences and thatching roofs. Sadly suspicious. Level 34 weapon coffer. Looking at a weapon of item level 34 or 35. And based on what you use what you're doing when you open it. Okay. That could be something. Current weapon is level 28. So I guess it really depends on if it is a unique item. Whether or not it's actually going to be potentially useful. Let's go for it though. Why not? Open it up. And we receive Oak Longbow. Level 35. If we check recommended, yeah, slightly better. It's got one more dexterity, one more vitality, same damage, more auto attack. Because the delay is just only a bit more. This has 8 crit and 6 determination. This one has 10 skill speed and 2 materia slots. So that's something. Equip it. Looks a little bit more basic, but that's okay. It is a slightly superior bow. The recommended gear system definitely works pretty well, as far as I can tell. I'll go with it. Seems alright to me. Sister Helena is staring at you with great sadness in her eyes. I recognize you now, Arctic. Allow me to express my deepest condolences for those who lost their lives in the attack. I apologize if discussing this upsets you, but you should know that the bodies of your comrades are presently being removed from the Waking Sands and prepared for transport here. If you wish to leave this work to others, I understand. However, taking part might help you find closure. So we have the merchant outside the Waking Sands. Alright. I don't know what the further plan here was for us coming here. We are seeking refuge, but also we're just going to be still traveling around. It's not like we can just stay there, obviously. The next question is, where do we get information on what to do next? Because a lot of this has been working for the Scions. Get their information about what's going on. Definitely a problem. What do? Keep following the main scenario quest and hopefully things work out for us. Shopkeep. Hello, Shopkeep. Eh? You don't look like one of them church fellas. I thought I'll turn you away. No, sir. As you can see, we got a pile of unidentified bodies over yonder. No one's come to claim them, so off to the lich yard they go. We're thankful you didn't have to go inside and see the carnage for yourself. It was the stuff of nightmares, I tell ya. That's damned Imperials. I don't know what quarrel they have with these folks. And I sure as hell don't want to know. The sooner we put this behind us, the better. Say, ain't I seen you around here before? We just have one of them faces. Ah, never mind. Any road, there's a carriage come to haul the bodies to the lich yard. out by the east gate. There's only 8 left to load up, but seeing as I'm exhausted from carrying all the others, I have a mind to leave the remainder to you. I want to cover your nose while you work. Some of these folk are starting to turn. Yeah! There's just the pile. There's just the pile of people. Fallen Scion, Fallen Scion, Fallen Scion. Gather the corpses. Oh yeah. One corpse. 2 corpse. Oh boy. Oh, what a mess. Oh my goodness. There's definitely more than 8 corpses in there. So carry the corpses over here. Got the chocobo. Oh yeah. Eastern gate. Concerned coachman. He's alright with what's going on. What happened to the big fella? Ah, forget it. Spin the next batch and toss them in the back, and like they're complaining if you're rough. Scion corpses! How you're able to fit this stiff scion of the 7th Dawn corpse into your bag is a mystery, best left unsolved. And there's 4 of them, too. Well, ain't you a strong one? 4 in one trip. Well, there's no need for me to lend you a hand with the rest, then. Just toss them in a pile there. Oh, boy. Yeah. The rest of them. All in Zion. All in Zion. I wonder if we're gonna be coming back here very much more. We got all these Vesper Bay Aetherite tickets. If everyone here is dead and gone, there's not gonna be much reason to. Yeah, fallen self. There you go. The remaining corpses. Ah, boy. Ah, boy. And Bushy's in there too. Come on, let's finish this before I die of old age. Scion corpses. Mystery. Still peaceful expression. Plays the fact she no longer lives. That should be all of them. Thanks for the help. I reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the Lich Yard. Even so, you might want to hurry back and tell them that our work here is done. Oh yeah, it's just a pile of corpses. Yeah. Camp Dry Bone. Okay. We couldn't just hitch around here. No. Yeah. Okay. And run. Or can ride the chocobo, that's fine too. Okay. Back to the old age area. Church. And all this. Hey. Guard kind of guys. You more guarding down that way? You might need to start guarding up this way. I anticipate huge problems coming this direction pretty soon. So you've decided to heed my advice. Pray that, in doing so, you found some measure of peace. First carriage from Vesper Bay arrived not long ago. We've begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in the initial rites, and I would like you to know that for many, death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect and do everything we can to shepherd them to Thal's realm. Okay. Sister Emined wishes to discuss one of the scions who perished at the Waking Sands. Although we can perform rites for most of the scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. I'd like you to return this one to her people, the sylphs of Little Solus. It's only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so may mourn her in accordance with Sylphic traditions. Reasonable. Reasonable. That is back over here. Hawthorne Hut. Okay. Oh, it's teleporting around. They're paying though for the with the quests, so it works. It works. Okay. And we arrive to a rain storm. Of course it is. Okay. Any new stuff hanging out over here now? Not really. It's gonna just be in that area. Other things tangentially related to what's going on. Fate here, it's fine. There's bugs inside here. That's part of the fate. Hey, let's see how's it going. So I'm surprised to see Walking One and Little Solus. How can these ones assist Walking One? Corpse. Araxia? But this one does not understand. Lucio, this one has heard much wailing, so would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solus, but why? These ones have not requested further aid. Yeah, about that. Araxia, how did this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. We explained everything to this one. So not only Neuraxia, but many of the Walking One's friends were lost as well. Neuraxia went to Thanalan at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Neuraxia at the end. Tell this one that Neuraxia was brave. This one that Neuraxia did not suffer. Bravery, yes. This one's glad to hear Walking One's words. Thanks for bringing Neuraxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance! Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must suffer. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Neuraxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight. Huh. And return again. Back to Thanalan, back to Camp Drybone. There we go. Okay. Don't know if... Did not recognize if any of the dead were named characters that we've been interacting with previously. They had taken some people captive. We'll see about that. So run back to the church here again. Okay. Definitely some things. Plagued by indecision, the voyage of the Gamu out of whole cloth, sometimes uptight. Possibly not actually related to what's going on. Just things to do when you're here, if you really need to. Thank you for your service to the church and the sylphs. You may be pleased to know that, in your absence, we interred the remaining scions in the lich yard. If you still wish to do more for your friends, so I'd remind you, you've already done so much on their behalf. Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now. Arctic. And we get some stuff. You get a bandana here. Strength, Dex, Vitality, Skill, Speed. Some spectacles, more magical. And some silver. Item comparison this. The Manor Bandana is a bit better. Even if it does have more defense. Not the main thing you need. So yeah, same strength, dex, vitality. This one has 6 skill speed, this one has 5, but also has some determination, which is also good. I don't particularly need that here. Especially since any Disciple of War class can use this instead of this. Take some spectacles. Or 2,500 gil's not bad. We probably have better magic stuff anyways. It's hard to compare it to everything that we have, because that's not as much of an option. We do have just an absolute pile of random equipment. We'll take some magic things, it's fine. Okay. Next one starts in here. Back with Marquise again. Getting memories back. He believes he's being watched. Yeah, that's not good. I'm not imagining it, Arctic. I know I'm being watched. This is different, sinister. It is as if I am under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when last I ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It'll only take a moment. Here comes that trouble. Oh, yeah. It's over this way. Trouble. 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 They're being watched from this gravestone. Ready for people to attack. Imperial. Level 35 guy here. A little stun, that's fine. Yep, the Imperials are here. They know. They know what's happening. That's not good. Okay. Yep. Yep. It's dangerous to everyone around us for us to be here, clearly. Also probably Marquise. Based on what we've seen previously, he's also a person of interest here. That's not really what you want when dealing with the Guardians here. You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me. Why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait. Father Hood must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. Likely. I would almost guarantee it at this point. Heavens forfend that such a thing would happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? We got the Imperial Shortsword. Standard issue blade for all Garlean infantry. This is Garlean steel, which means the man who was watching Marquise was... Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more imperils come. Alright. Got some boots. Got some shoes. Well, 35, but just kind of worse than we already have for a lot of things. The basic items are just not as good as the stuff from dungeons, which makes a lot of sense. Any value of these? It's got magic. Let's take some money. Yep. Peril's gonna be here sooner than you think. Or not.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the 7th Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Cid Garland. I have come for you.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait.
Hear me, Cid. Eorzea needs you.
This is tools.
Cid, was it? Here. These belong to you.
He's got a whole bunch of fancy tools that really could have been a hint.
I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life. But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Who are you?
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction, leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The
I'm still here.
Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak. Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals.
Of course.
Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Cid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Cid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
Do we have anybody else? Is it just gonna be me? And this guy? And this guy? Oh, it's still something.
They need my airship. They need me.
And could this airship be related to the other airship and the engineers and everything. Potentially. Okay. Mount speed in East and Line increased. Woohoo! Alright. He who waited behind. Said, the Enterprise? I've heard that name before, but where? It's probably the name of the airship. No. You were catering to the company of buffoons every whim. It's gathering information on our feathered foe. Result, I was not present when the Guardians came. Suppose we should be grateful for our good fortune. Though it matters little should grow powerful enough to bring ours at a heel. Wild. And he who waited behind. Father Hillen has some parting words for you and the others. With a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Carlon would at last be found within our church defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Arctic. Wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the Calamity, much like the Great Wall of Olda. It says that the Enterprise flew northwest from Britannia towards... And he said the name of this was... It's not Corthus. Something like that. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Falgord Float, closest settlement to Corthus. Mayhaps the Serpents stationed there have records of the event that transpired that day. Hope you might rest from your journey for a time, since the world still has need of you and the Scions. Pray look after yourself and Sid, Arctic. Okay. To the Falgard Float. To continue the main quest and see if we can't find this airship. And also, looking like we're going to be heading into new areas. Because that's where the next primal is at. Next time. Goodbye.